So I just wanted to kind of jot my thoughts down real quick. So I'm just gonna go ahead and record this message. I was supposed to be doing something else, but I guess this is what I needed to do. Thank you, Spirit, for leading me in the direction. Some love, receive love. Okay, so I was looking at these pictures I just found on Facebook about Central Pangea, about how the eastern coast of the North American Atlantic, and then the from Africa up through touching like Scandinavia, the Irish Isles up to the mountains. They were saying how those mountains are one and they just split up, and looking how they fit, how the pieces of land fit together like a puzzle, which I've been seeing that a lot lately too. Um, I just think it's funny because I kept getting over and over the Irish are Orisha. Irish is Orisha. And I'm like, okay. And then I heard this theory about how Queen Nefertiti's daughter, that was the last to marry, I believe, she ended up marrying someone and they went to live that way. But I think that was the first place that they colonized. Ireland, the Isles, UK, Britain, that was the first place to be colonized. And then it kind of spread around from there. But I've been reading so much about like the older times as well, the history of the world through the her story instead of his story. I've been reading a lot about her story and receiving a lot of messages. Things are just very much coming together and feel like very healing for me every time I read deeper into this book. And I'm about halfway through. There's some other good books that I want to read, and I'm taking my time with reading it. I don't really zip through books. I'm taking my time and digesting through each piece because this is really deep material to digest, especially if you're not aware of some of the stuff this book is talking about. And the connections I've been making is so magnetically like cleansing, you know? So I don't know if anybody has any Irish family members, or I know they talk about Black Irish a lot, but it was like her daughter that went to marry someone and was sent off to live in another country. Like that is where that like the Scots, that's where that energy that's how it's connected. And they were pale. I mean, because of the mountains and it being cold up there, they were paler in comparison to the skin color, maybe. But yeah, they had the red hairs, and but that was color in the green eyes. But that was according to that's how pagans were one with the earth, and that's what I got too. Was half pagan, half earth, and I have a theory that this place where we are right now was just women, and the place where the men that we call men energy was in Mars. And one by one, they just came here with their advanced technologies and was showing the women things, the women beings. And it wasn't like they was just like women, period. It's just they held both feminine and masculine, but they were women. But it was natural, that it wasn't nothing else. And I feel like that masculine energy came here and alter. You could only one would alter DNA all of a sudden, as if it was only one species here and another came here, and boom bapa doom, and how do you do? Another race of being was born, and it was a replication of itself, but in different forms. And that's what we always connect to what the most high frequency is supposed to be. Like it's the same story, just told in another way, which is basically religion, right? But then it was like, not only did we know so well about the story about somebody coming here, but now I feel like it's with all this Pisces energy, and then the ice melts and the heating up of whatever's being birthed in the Pacific, because that's the biggest ocean. Like that's the sack that the baby is in. Like that's the sack. And I was just watching A Little Mermaid yesterday. Something called me to watch that too. That's what, and it reminded me of the Ten of Cups in the Tarot of the Divine cards, where there is the aliens are like, in the water, so they say, allegedly, and then that's the same side that the Lemurians, the Pacific, is like. That's where so much water is. But I saw the theory where energy pushed out from there, and then it goes out like a Taurus field, and then the north point is the opposite side of that, which will be up near the Isles and Greenland, because that Greenland was on there too, in that picture where the central Pangea Mountain used to be together before they split and broke off. And it's like that's the pole in the middle. And then at the top part is where you see the lights, coming. We've been seeing a lot of light, which means there's been some type of, we've been in the Saturn Aquarius, that push, like that birth pain, you know what I'm saying? Like that contraction. And now it's time to like Pisces, Saturn, Aries. It's a go time right now for Mother Earth. And everyone feels the shift in the energy. The sun showing like it's cracking, and the other it was Black Swan. Is it Madam Black Swan? I think it's her name. I might find a picture and put it up here, but she stated like it looks like a uterus, like the, and when you look in from the inside. And if, as a woman, if you don't know what all of that looks like, you need to sit down and have a talk with yourself. You should know what the inside of your, vagina looks like. You should know what it looks, your uterus, your cervix. I'm sorry, thank you, your cervix. You should know what your cervix looks like. Okay, you should test it. See what the substance is in there, what it looks like, if it has a smell, what kind of color. Like we need to get back to this normal behavior of being healthy and aware of ourselves that maybe people do be on, but they don't. It's still taboo. It's still taboo, but we don't have time to F around. Okay. When like young girls, women need to be taught how to take care of the earth again, more than trying to take care of anything else. Just a connection between the self and earth, like reliving that relationship again. Okay. I'm out here I have things that I'm working on to make that of something visible and physical. It's already here. We just gonna leave it like that. It's already here. 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 It's already done. Moving on, because I know exactly what's happening right now. So a lot of you may feel an acceleration of energy as well. Just know that I'm playing third eye chakra music right now, because it is what it is. But tap into your energy. Keep your third eye chakra clear, clean, clear, and under control, because it tells you what other energy center needs to be balanced and, or yeah, rebalanced. Okay. So for me lately, I was in the lowers and then higher, and then I had an opportunity to be in my lower, and I felt good being in my lower chakras. It feels amazing to feel that warmth, that spiciness, that fun, and the moon is in Leo too. So of course you gotta have fun, you gotta dance, you know what I'm saying? Move on feet and knees, ground yourself, that's the type of stuff I like to do. But when I was in my uppers before then, I painted a picture that I'm glad I painted. So, yeah, that's all I wanted to share is how I see how I kept being hearing Irish or Orisha, Irish or Orisha. And I'm like, it sounds close together, but how we've been known and told who Irish is on a like 90s school routine basis is something totally different than what we see. And now that we know that, it's like, okay, they shifted to that way, but they always were that way. Then that's when we get into the Fae people, the Fae kingdom. We got to talk about that because that's their domain is up there and that away. It's maps that shows what we consider mythological creatures or animals that were on the maps to show this was their location or their energy signatures, I would say, where they show up energetically. But your first eye has to be able to, vibrate, pick up the vibrations of that in order for you to see it. And I think that's about to be another tower moment for a lot of us as well, is being able to see certain things that we could not see before. And it's a good thing. It can be an adjustment as well. So be graceful with yourself. Be graceful with others because everybody is going through something. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. 12:22.